So hello everyone, welcome to ESE Academy's YouTube channel. My name is Arjun Chhabra. I'm a faculty of civil engineering at ESE Academy. So it's a privilege for us to host Mr. Saransh Gupta today.
Thank you, sir.
So Saransh is All India Rank 3 in GATE examination and All India Rank 20 in Engineering Services examination for 2023 from Civil Engineering branch. And also letting you know, Saransh is a final year, almost graduate student from IIT BHU. He recently only graduated from IIT BHU. So Saransh, what was your first reaction when you saw your first GATE rank? Tell me about GATE rank first.
Sir, when actually this year, the marks at which we have got the GATE rank is very different from what the GATE rank stood in the marks in GATE 2022. Actually, I gave GATE in my third year also, and I secured All India rank 119 at 81.66 marks.
Super.
Yes, and so this year I secured 81.33 marks approximately, and I was not expecting a rank under 10. I was expecting somewhere between 50 to 100. But as I opened the result and I looked into the rank which I have got, it just blew up my mind. It was very surprising for me, and I cherish it until now too. I told my parents about the same, that I had secured All India rank 3 on a video call because I was in Varanasi.
Okay.
And they were also very surprised and they were super proud of me. Like, you have done a very big thing. Congratulations.
What's your native place, Saransh?
Sir, I am from Shivpuri, Madhya Pradesh.
Okay. Very nice. You told me that you secured All India rank 119 in your third year.
Yes, sir.
So it's a pretty big thing कि थर्ड ईयर में एक बच्चे ने जब उसका सिलेबस आई गेस सेमेस्टर एग्जाम्स में पूरा हुआ भी नहीं होता और उसने 119 रैंक सिक्योर करी है ऑल ओवर इंडिया. इट्स डैम गुड. इससे बढ़िया कोई चीज नहीं हो सकती एंड इससे ज्यादा इंस्पायरिंग कोई चीज नहीं हो सकती बिकॉज व्हेन वी विजिट आउट ऑफ कॉलेजेस एंड वी सी दैट स्टूडेंट्स का वो बिहेवियर है ही नहीं. दे डोंट वांट टू स्टडी इन देयर क्लासेस इटसेल्फ. वो अपनी क्लास में नहीं पढ़ना चाहते तो वो कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स के लिए क्या पढ़ेंगे. सो ये चीज का माइंडसेट आपको अपने सेकेंड ईयर से ही डेवलप करना है कि इफ आई वांट टू क्रैक कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स इन इंडिया स्पेसिफिकली then I need to prepare my mindset from second year itself. Because I guess GATE examination is one of the toughest examination in the world. As in last year there was a ranking in which GATE examination was in top 4.
Okay, that's nice.
Right? So you are amongst the top most students in the world.
Thank you.
So congratulations for that. Saransh, tell us about your preparation journey. As in, when did you started your journey? And when did you think कि अब मुझे पढ़ना शुरू करना है?
Okay, sir. In the first year, as usual, एकदम chill किया, कुछ नहीं, just कुछ पढ़ाई नहीं किया. And I was not a good CPI ranker too in my first year. Second year also, during my third semester, I did not study. But उस time पे COVID आ गया था. So we were called back to our homes and our college was running online. Okay. So at that time, I took that opportunity because पूरा दिन free रहता था. I took a coaching institute and from there, I started my journey from there itself. In my fourth semester. No, sir.
Okay. Fourth semester. Okay.
Yes.
Second year.
Yes. In my second year, during my fourth semester in January 2021.
Super.
I just started learning because I knew I had in my mind that engineering services is my final goal. So why not to start from now? Because we were super free, we were very free at that time. और जो end sems, mid sems जो examinations college के होते थे, they were also not very tough. और वो बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किल नहीं पड़ते थे उस time. So I started from there and मैंने most of the subjects cover कर लिए थे by December 2021. And then उस time पे मुझे strike किया कि look, I can secure a good rank in GATE 2022 also during my third year. So in the month of January 2022, I started giving test series, and from there I did not study 4 subjects, but बाकी subjects मैंने कर लिए थे. So from there I secured All India rank 190.
Wow.
After that I took proper 1.5 months of break.
In your third year, you secured All India rank 119.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
And
Go on.
yes, sir. After that, I took 1.5 months of break. I started again.
Specifically 1.5 months of
Yes,
break.
so I was clear in my mind when I was studying during my second year, and my fifth semester. It was in my mind that I am working very hard, very at a very early stage. So I promised myself that once this GATE 20 third year is done, I will take sufficient break and I will not pick up any single book. So I just took 1.5 months of break. I started in my April, during the April month, again the preparation part. And at this time, I was pretty much focused about on the engineering services. I did not pay any attention to GATE to be specific. Yes, sir. I just gave 3 mock interviews.
Okay, first of all, let's break down for students.
Yes, sir.
Okay, first of all, he's saying that he started in his 4th semester. That means he started out in his second year. And one more thing, when all the students in COVID were relaxing, as in they were not touching any book, कुछ भी काम नहीं कर रहे थे, और उस समय ये लड़का पढ़ाई कर रहा था, and he has a pretty clear goal कि उसको ये करना ही करना है. So इतनी क्लैरिटी इतनी छोटी उम्र में आना ये बहुत रेयर होता है कि एक तो कॉलेज के अंदर इतनी क्लैरिटी आना. It's a very good deal, very nice. I'm pretty impressed. But if let's say एक ऐसा स्टूडेंट है जो वो क्लैरिटी नहीं ला पा रहा, तो उसके लिए आप ये चीज बताओ कि what was that emotion जो आपके अंदर वो क्लैरिटी लेके आ पाया?
Yes, sir. Sir, one thing which I would say is, क्योंकि मैंने IIT JEE कर रखा था, so I was very मतलब मुझे दिखा था कि yes, there are ample opportunities which open up once you work very hard. So I was very clear from there too. क्योंकि जैसे मैं मेरा कॉलेज में जब मैं आया फर्स्ट ईयर में, मैंने देखा अपने सीनियर्स को, and we had a very strong alumni batch. So there were constantly ranks, जैसे as far as I remember, All India rank 1 came up in GATE 20 in ESE 2021, and मतलब जो results दिखते थे, and to be precise, in second year I had this key. Yes, there's so much of fame, and other than that, I actually loved learning those technical parts. तो मुझे लगा कि yes, I can do it, और मैंने एक साल में 11 subjects complete किए, which was not very tough to be true. So that was my thing कि हाँ, yes, I had in my mind कि fourth year would be my best shot which I would take. But मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटी दिखी थर्ड ईयर में, so I just took it कि हाँ ठीक है, 1 महीने एक्स्ट्रा पढ़ना पड़ेगा, I can have a good rank. So that was my.
कोई बैकअप रखा था?
Sir, no.
Super.
I was actually in my fourth year I was placed in Tata projects, but I did not join the same.
What was an average package?
Sir, 16 LPA.
Okay, very nice. Because this year I guess not very good packages are being given to civil engineering graduates in even in tier 1 colleges I've seen. It's a a couple of days back we went to NIT. Yes, NIT Jalandhar and NIT Kurukshetra, and we saw that students are not getting placed, and they are all focusing on either giving GATE examination or either giving engineering services, just like you did. Yes, so one more thing. Yes, so preliminary examination. Yes. What was the special thing that you did for preliminary examination, and how did you took out time separately other than GATE examination?
Sir, during my fourth year, I would say that engineering services was my primary goal, and GATE I thought it as a backup plan. So I gave major focus towards the engineering services, and I would say nearly I gave 60 to 70 mock tests before appearing for the engineering services prelims. And because sir, one thing which I had seen was a major difference was at the time of IIT JEE also, and at the time of GATE, the number of questions which are asked are not very high. So we get sufficient time to solve any question.
Yes.
But in the prelims, we have 150 questions to solve in 180 minutes.
Yeah.
As well as there are no calculators, and we have to fill the OMR sheet, which was the first time I was doing. So in the beginning itself, I was clear that I will be having a lot of problems in this because it's a new thing to me. So I started giving the test papers from September itself, and this was something which helped me perform good, because I was satisfied once the prelims was done based on the marks which people were getting.
Okay. क्या कोई स्पेशल चीज थी जो जिसमें आपने न्यूमेरिकल क्वेश्चंस के लिए अलग से कुछ किया हो इन प्रिलिमिनरी एग्जामिनेशन, बिकॉज विदाउट कैलकुलेटर स्टूडेंट्स फाइंड इट वेरी टफ कि कैसे सॉल्व करें?
Sir, I would say that my calculations are pretty fast. I was facing problem in the theory part, that is the subjects from BMC or there are many areas where the theory comes. I was my major problem or my major concern was the theory part. I was confident with my calculations that I can do in them pretty fast. So I did not think much about the calculation.
Okay. What about your favorite subjects? Which were your favorite subjects? And give us detail also कि जिस सब्जेक्ट को तुम कभी छोड़ ही नहीं सकते.
Yes, sir. Sir, one thing which I would say is, if you want a single digit rank or under 50 rank, then you can't leave any subject.
Yeah.
Sir, for GATE, yes, obviously you can leave building material construction or learning only the cement and concrete part, or in the structural analysis भी बहुत ज़्यादा important नहीं होता, कुछ areas ही important होते हैं. But for engineering services prelims आप नहीं छोड़ सकते. हाँ, कुछ rare topics होते हैं जैसे tunnel engineering हो गया, dock harbor हो गया, वो आप बहुत रफ ऊपर से पढ़ के जाओ. But for engineering services, I don't think कि it's a good idea to leave any part.
Because अगर if we see the difference between the structure subjects also, if he talked about structural analysis की weightage GATE में हाँ 3 से 4 नंबर, 5 नंबर, 3 to 5 marks in GATE examination, but in engineering services prelims you can expect somewhere around 15 questions, minimum 15 questions you will expect. Talk about steel structures the weightage is very very less in GATE, somewhere around 1 to 2 questions rarely, and this year one question was asked, I guess. Only one question was asked. But in engineering services prelims, there were 12 questions. So, it is pretty important to make sure कि आप कौन से subjects पकड़ रहे हो, और पेपर पे बहुत डिपेंड करता है कि उस पेपर में पिछले ईयर्स की जो वेटेज है सब्जेक्ट्स की, उसमें आपको एम्फोसिस देना पड़ेगा, राइट? और एक और चीज बताओ सारांश, बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स जैसे दिसंबर आते आते स्टूडेंट्स के दिमाग में ये आता है कि सर अब मैं गेट की टेस्ट सीरीज पे फोकस करूं, शुड आई फोकस ऑन गेट टेस्ट सीरीज और शुड आई फोकस ऑन इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज टेस्ट सीरीज? एंड ऑल्सो देयर इज सोने पे सुहागा एक चीज है कि मेरे पास नॉन टेक के सब्जेक्ट्स भी हैं जो मुझे अलग से साइड में प्रिपेयर करना है. तो उसके ऊपर थोड़ी सी क्लैरिटी दो स्टूडेंट्स को कि कैसे वो चीज मैनेज करी जाए.
ओके, सो दिसंबर आ गया है, you need to give GATE as ESE test series, और आपको नॉन टेक भी पढ़ना है. So I would say जो नॉन टेक है, नॉन टेक्निकल पार्ट, it is scary.
Yeah.
Because I had not secured good marks, but जितना कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट से पढ़ाया मैं पढ़ के गया था. So to be true. So जरूरी नहीं है कि अगर आप नॉन टेक्निकल अगर आप अपना पढ़ के जाओ तब you can bet कि हाँ मैं मार्क्स अच्छे लेके आऊंगा इसमें. नहीं, it's not true. So आप उसको इस तरह से कर सकते हो कि मैथमेटिक्स एंड रीजनिंग जो कि गेट में भी आता है, सिमिलर है, आप उन दो सब्जेक्ट्स को पढ़ के जाओ. उसके अलावा आई वुड से प्रोजेक्ट मैनेजमेंट एंड क्वालिटी कंट्रोल एज वेल एज इंजीनियरिंग ड्राइंग, आप इन 5 सब्जेक्ट्स को पढ़ के जाओ, बाकी सब्जेक्ट्स का एक रफ आइडिया ले लो. दैट वुड आल्सो वर्क फाइन. Other than that, GATE and ESE test series, I would say.
First of all, did you follow any elimination techniques or something? कि options पढ़ के you were able to understand what is the correct answer in non-tech, especially.
Yes, sir.
Subjects like ethics.
Yes, sir. Once I got my non-technical exam for first paper in engineering services, and I would say that 40 minutes were over, and I just firstly my strategy was that I would पहले मैं अपने जो क्वेश्चंस मुझे फॉर श्योर आते हैं कि हाँ yes this is the perfect cut की 100% probability ये सही होगा मेरा क्वेश्चन, मैंने सिर्फ वही क्वेश्चंस किए थे. एंड मेरे पे बस 15 क्वेश्चंस हुए थे, so that was 30 marks. And now I thought, what would I be doing?
So out of 100 questions, आपने सिर्फ 15 क्वेश्चन पहले गो में पढ़े?
Yes, पहले गो में मुझे आते थे, because इस बार मैथमेटिक्स एंड रीजनिंग भी आसान नहीं आया था.
Okay.
After that, then I used that elimination technique, and I was scoring near about 73-75 marks in my prelims. I would see in the scorecard.
It's a low score, but
yes, sir.
You had an edge with technical subjects.
Exactly, sir.
Okay, very nice. So इससे एक ये चीज पता चलती है कि if you are very much strong with your engineering subjects, वो हमेशा तुम्हारे लिए एक USP रहेगी, especially in engineering services examination. Why? Because yes, technical तो सब पढ़ रहे हैं, और जो 73 मार्क्स इन्होंने सिक्योर करे हैं, yes, it is giving you an edge. अगर इनके 100 आते तो ऑब्वियसली इनकी रैंक और ऊपर होती.
एग्जैक्टली सर.
राइट. बट मैं आपको ये चीज बोलूंगा कि घबराना नहीं है. यू डोंट नीड टू बी स्केयर्ड विद स्पेशली नॉन टेक सब्जेक्ट्स. पढ़ो, ऊपर ऊपर से दिल लगा के पढ़ो उसको, एंड वो बेसिक इंग्लिश के सब्जेक्ट्स की तरह पढ़ो. व्हाट आई वांट टू टेल यू इज दैट कि डोंट लूज साइट फ्रॉम योर गोल. कि अगर एक थोड़ी सी डिफिकल्टी आती है, उसको हम लेके इतना ज्यादा दिमाग में लेके बैठ जाते हैं. स्टूडेंट स्पेसिफिकली दिसंबर तक आते आते इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज की तैयारी छोड़ देते हैं. वाई? बिकॉज वो नॉन टेक पे फोकस नहीं कर पाते. जस्ट आपको 2 से 2.5 घंटे रोज, 2 to 2.5 hours रोज यू नीड टू डेडिकेट इन योर नॉन टेक सब्जेक्ट्स. राइट. ओके. सो आफ्टर GATE examination result in March, when you got your rank, tell us about which PSUs did you apply for. I guess you are from IIT, you must not be focusing on MTech, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Were you focusing on MTech?
No, sir.
Okay. So PSUs,
Yes.
which PSUs you filled in form for?
Sir, I applied. Firstly, I was very clear that I want engineering services. I want to go through engineering services. So I did not apply to any PSU until my mains was done, because I was not willing to go to any interview before mains.
Okay.
So I skipped all the PSUs which came before mains. After mains, a PSU came, NMDC, and I gave that interview and I was selected based on my GATE 3rd year rank, not 4th year.
How?
Sir, they were asking for GATE 2022 rank. And
Okay, हाँ.
I filled it. Other than that, I applied for IOC and I was selected. Recently, the result came.
Okay.
I was selected in Damodar Valley Corporation,
Hmm.
and these were the 2-3 PSUs which I had applied.
Okay. Only
I'm
2-3
planning to
PSUs.
go to MP RDC. The result might come in December, but I'm pretty sure that I would make it.
Superb. Engineering services हो गया तो MPRTC है.
Yes, sir. Sir, it is getting through GATE 2023 score.
Oh, okay. Okay. Did you also give any other state level examination?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, what about your mains preparation?
Yes.
Any special points to be noted?
Sir, I would say that mains was the toughest phase which I came to until now.
Why?
Because sir, first of all, आज तक कभी मेंस का पेपर ऐसा लिखा नहीं था. In my history, ऐसा कोई एग्जाम सब्जेक्टिव लिखा नहीं था. And the time which I was getting, because in my 8th semester, don't know what the professors were planning. They gave us 7 subjects, 7 courses, and so it was a bit tough to clear the 8th semester. So I had to study for my college too. Out of the 7 subjects, only 2 subjects were in the syllabus of engineering services. Okay. Other than that, everything was not in the syllabus of ESE. और एक चीज ये भी थी कि सर कॉलेज छोड़ के जा रहे हैं, तो I had not skipped any outing कि दोस्त वगैरह जा रहे हैं तो नहीं भाई मैं पढ़ा हूँ नहीं. I thought कि नहीं है चलते हैं.
Good, very nice.
And that is the everything. So once I came to my hometown Shivpuri, after at the time of 5th May, I guess, I had 50 days, and I gave a mains mock test on 8th of May, and I still remember that I got 90, and in one exam I got 98. 300 marks, 90 and 98 marks. So I was like, oh, now what to do? Now there are 50 days. How to deal with it? But I started it again. And I talked to our seniors who had secured, thanks to Swastik Bhaiya, Abhishek Bhaiya. They were all engineering 3 and 2 respectively in the ESE 2022. So they guided me a lot during this preparation. They told me that not to lose hope. They provided me confidence that you are good in technicals. Don't worry. You just need to learn how to write the exams.
Yeah, obviously, yes.
So I started it again with all the subjects to read them again with the perspective of the mains exam. eventually it happened, but that was something I was the least confident out of all the stages, because I was not getting good marks in my mock test, which was not true for prelims or the gate test series, because I was under 10 most of the times.
एकदम ही अलग एक्सपीरियंस है
yes,
कि previously you were getting good marks in both the examinations preparation, but now you are not getting good marks.
Yes,
वो तुम्हारा I guess confidence level पे hit हुआ होगा तगड़ा.
Exactly, sir. क्योंकि first thing I was able to attempt only 200 marks का paper out of 300 in the 3 hours. और उसमें भी मेरी एक्यूरेसी की एकदम वाट लगी पड़ी थी कि 20 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन है, स्टेज 1 में ही कुछ गलत कर दिया तो जब आंसर चेक होने जाता है तो वो पूरे ही काट देते हैं कि 0 मार्क्स मिलेगा. सो बट मैंने जैसे अपने सीनियर्स को भी भेजा था, उनको कह रहे थे कि हमें समझ में आ रहा है कि तेरे को चीजें आती हैं, बट यू आर टेरिफाइड विद द how to write, how to present. So for it too, I gave a lot of mock tests. I would say 25 to 30 mock tests. I gave 6 hours each to make sure that I am getting good. मैंने लास्ट एग्जाम जो दिया था 20th जून को दिया था mock test, my last mock test. Okay. And I was able to attempt 280 to 290 marks question, and I was able to secure under 10 the rank, which is
superb.
So that gave me
good
confidence.
50-day journey.
Yes.
So from your explanation, I can take out 2 of the most important points. You don't have to get demotivated from your test series marks. First of all, you need to learn from your mistakes, and you need to find someone that he can guide you. Try to approach your seniors, try to approach your faculties who are very much approachable to you, और उन लोगों को ढूंढने की कोशिश करो जो तुमको एक पाथ दिखा पाए. और there is plenty of content also which is available on YouTube, and there are experiences which are being shared by almost all the toppers. तो उसको आपने अपने दिमाग में रखना है, and that preparation journey will change the face of your life, and this learning will be continued throughout your life. तो आपको इस तरीके से अपना माइंडसेट रखना है कि अगर मुझे गलती हो रही है, learn from your mistakes, where I am falling short, और मेरा प्राइम गोल क्या है, keep that in mind. That's it. And repetition. Solve as many questions as you can. जैसे वो कह रहे हैं कि उन्होंने इतने ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस करे कि वो कितने मार्क्स से, अराउंड 98 मार्क्स से you went towards
230, 220, 230.
Superb. So this much growth in your marks can be seen when you practice. So ultimately what is required? You need to solve questions in the examination, और questions के तुमको marks मिलेंगे. So now let's talk about interview. जब तुम्हारा कन्वेंशनल का रिजल्ट आया और उसके बाद जब तुम इंटरव्यू की तरफ अप्रोच कर रहे थे, तो वो तुम्हारी प्रिपरेशन कैसी थी?
After my mains was done, I don't know, but I had this intuition. Yeah, I was pretty confident that I would be clearing mains. So I took a 1.5 months break after my mains. Once the result came out and the dev part was asked to submit, at that time I started my preparing for engineering services interview. One thing which I would say is a common perception between people is that people think that it's a personality test, so we don't need to study technicals. But it is very I would say कि बहुत गलत जो बताया जाता है, बहुत गलत है. The real scenario is your personality will only reflect to be confident when you're confident with your technicals. Because I would say in my interview 90% of the questions which were asked were from technical. And if I hadn't studied well them, I would have done blunders there. So I would say by the interview guidance test series, by the interview guidance books which are available, and just thoroughly read them as well as go through your notes also, so that you don't miss the basic definitions and the basic concepts which are actually asked in the interview. And other thing which is very important for engineering services interview is the mock interviews. This was my first attempt, and I had only I was only in one interview which was in my college. It was Tata Projects. So I did not have a very vast experience for the same. So during my initial interviews, I was not able to speak, and English, it didn't came out of my mouth. I was not confident with the English thing. I was not confident with the subjects.
I guess language does not make any difference. जिस चीज में तुम confident हो, उसको बोलो तो ज्यादा better नहीं है.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's something which the board also suggested me.
Yeah.
But I thought that I used to speak English in my school, but there's been a long time since I was not speaking it. So I thought that if I keep on practicing it for 5 to 8 days, I would be sufficiently fluent with it. So
Okay.
I carried on with English, but there were many people who talked in Hindi, and it also went well. So there's not a big thing that if you speak in Hindi or in English.
Okay, very nice.
So yes, sir.
One more thing, you said that you were strong in your technicals. आप technical में बहुत ज़्यादा sound हो, तो आप सिर्फ notes को ही refer करते थे या फिर reference books की तरफ भी गए interview में?
Yes, sir. Sir, in the interview thing or in any phase of the preparation,
Yeah.
I did not go through any of the reference books of civil engineering.
Super.
I just referred to my notes, and
Mhm.
I also made short notes for the same. One thing which I would like to emphasize is that there are the concepts in civil engineering are precise. That is, once you learn the concepts,
Mhm.
then there is not much of by hurting things.
Okay.
So it gets pretty
obviously.
advantage if you learn those
Hmm.
concepts clearly in the class which is going on.
Hmm.
So from there it gets easy.
Hmm.
So I did not go and through any reference books.
Okay. Would you like to share some of your interview experience? As in what kind of questions they asked and what was the section they were primarily focusing on?
Sir, it has been seen that in some interviews they ask about your favorite subjects, but they did not ask from me. They asked a very diverse knowledge from the subjects, but did not go much deep into them. As far as I remember, they asked me environmental engineering, strength of materials, then RCC, steel structures, soil mechanics, irrigation, and yes, they also asked me hydrology. So within this 20 to 25 minutes, they asked me from a lot of variety of subjects.
Were notes sufficient for that?
I would say notes plus the interview guidance book which coaching institutes publish. They were more than sufficient for it. Sir, that was something. And one more thing which I would tell you is the people who are sitting in the food to take your interview are actually taking your interview, because when I went in as I was giving the answers, there was no reaction from their faces. I can't judge whether I was speaking correct or I was speaking wrong. You need to be confident in the entire 25 minutes. They won't let you they won't let you in a single moment know that whether they are impressed. So that's something. Don't expect anything. Just go and do your work, which is you are expected to do.
Obviously, they are trying to judge you.
Yes, sir.
Right. So we cannot judge them. We have no authority towards judging them. So because mostly they will be giving you blank faces, right? And they will be noticing you a lot, how you are speaking, and obviously your conceptual upbringing, which is the most important thing. And in all of this scenario, while your GATE preparation, while your engineering services prelims preparation, conventional exam preparation, or interview guidance, how much emphasis did you give on your own notes? As in, did you prepare your own notes as well?
Sir, I prepared my own notes for each and every subject, and I also prepared short notes for the same. And for the theory part or the basic understanding, I went through my notes. But for numericals, obviously, I took reference from the previous year books as well as the modules of the coaching institutes.
Wow.
But for the basic concepts and definitions or the formulas, I referred fully to my own notes.
Super. Give some light on how to prepare short notes. As in, many students tend to think that preparing short notes are like कि पूरे notes को shorter font में लिख दिया, and I find that very useless.
Yes.
Right. So, what to focus while making your own short notes, and what is the importance of test series also in short notes?
Sir, I would say that do not prepare short notes just after you have completed your class or just after you have completed your subject. Firstly, start making your full length notes as in the classroom which are being taught. After that, go through the modules, go through the previous year papers, solve each and every part. After then, once you are done with this thing, I think you would be pretty confident with the things you know, and the things which you don't know. So I did not make my short notes at that time too. once I started my test series during my after my GIT third year was done, I started my test series, and at that time I used to make my short notes, because once I gave the test, I knew what I am knowing and what I am not confident with, and what I am forgetting. So that was something which I would like.
Obviously, it depends upon individual to individual what is required to be written on those short notes. Did you prepare it separately, subject wise? Okay, you were saying it subject wise.
Yes, sir. I prepared it subject wise.
Okay. So what I used to do was, I personally believe in that short notes should be a mix of all the subjects. He did it subject wise. I used to do it mixture of subjects. So also it depends upon the student कि आप किस चीज से कंफर्टेबल हो, उस पर बहुत ज्यादा डिपेंड करता है. आप सिर्फ दूसरों से इंस्पिरेशन ले सकते हो कि आपको किस तरीके से प्रिपेयर करना है, और आपने अल्टीमेटली अपनी बुक पे फोकस करना है. यू डोंट नीड टू फोकस ऑन व्हाट योर पीयर्स आर डूइंग, राइट? सो Saransh, ending this interview, and कुछ लास्ट वर्ड्स बोलना चाहोगे?
Yes,
Any last words?
I would like to say that you need to have someone like I would say that someone who has excelled in your field in civil engineering, which were some of my seniors. I would say that Swastik Bhaiya, who was all India rank 3 in Engineering Services 2022. Abhishek Bhaiya, who was all India rank 2. There were many more seniors from my college itself who helped me a lot in my civil engineering. But I would also like to say that you need to have some good friends who can constantly say you that yes, you can do it, and you are working very hard, because they are the ones who can see you very closely how hard you are working. So I think they have a major role in contributing to the confidence that yes, I can do. And as my friends used to say, that you are magic and you can do it. So that's something I would like to say thanks to them.
And some words about parents?
Yes, sir. Definitely my parents occupy a major role in my preparation. I studied for my IIT JEE as well as for my engineering services. Most of the study I did at my home. And there's a common perception that at homes we can't study. But I found it that at my home I used to study very peacefully, and that's the place from where I think I got this rank. So thank you, parents, too. But thank you can't be said to you. You deserve all the success which I had.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. So thanks a lot, Saransh. I hope to see you in future as well, and all the best for your future endeavors. And thanks a lot for watching this video, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.